Greetings. This tutorial is going to cover creating an automated news feed in Mercury or HG. Um, this is what I'm seeing so far. Um, Now, believe it or not, I have placed a block I created to pull events or news, I should say, from Mercury based on the email I received. But this is referencing a node. It's not referencing a feed. It can be very confusing. Trust me, I get it. I understand. When I first started in this position, it confused me as well. Um, but if we go into edit the page and we scroll down to where that block is, you can see I placed it, but there's nothing uh, being displayed in that area. We'll just wait for it to catch up here. See, nothing. So we go into structure blocks, and we're going to do a search on that block that I placed. And that's not the block I created. This is the one I created where I placed it there. And if I go into configure, I'm referencing that number. And I'm doing that just so I can show you. Um, but yeah, there's the number right there. However, nothing is there. Okay, so let's first create let's go into HG and create that automated news feed. Now, I'm logged in through my account, and the only thing I'm showing pointing to UROP as far as creation is this, which is UROP events. And if I go into there, um, I'm showing a UROP events feed, but if I click on that, nothing has been created for it. So I don't know who's doing that. Truthfully, I'm just going to leave that alone because I don't know who this person is. I don't want to mess up whatever work they're doing. So I'm just going to create a new automated news feed uh, for for y'all over in Europe. Um, so let's get started, okay? Um, what you want to do is you want to go into your group, which is Europe events, right there. Scroll down, and you have two items here. One's create automated, and one is create manual. Automated means anything that's tagged in Europe events is going to be propagated to the feed, which is what a majority of people on campus use. Create manual means that when you create an event, you have to manually push it into this feed. And honestly, that can be kind of cumbersome. So we'll focus on creating an automated news feed. And if you want to go the manual route, then I'll just do a separate video showing you how to do that. So let's go into create automated. We want news items. Now these feed items, because it's an automated news feed, will automatically be added into your feed. And I'm just going to call this new UROP newsfeed auto. Yeah, there we go. As you can see, I've tested this out. Okay, and that's basically all we have to do. We just want news items, since it is a news feed, to be automatically propagated into this feed anytime we create it or anyone else creates it, tagging the group's audience UROP events. If you want to put notes there, that's fine. I'm just going to leave it blank. So let's go ahead and save this. Okay, so we have this, we've created it, and now we have this news feed here. And we know it is the proper number, even though it says node 643872. It was created within an automated news feed. I know it's so confusing, but after working in Mercury for a bit, you kind of get an understanding of that. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull this unique identifier for this automated news feed, and we are going to put it in our block here that we can't see at the moment because it's not using a proper automated or manual newsfeed ID number. All right, so let me go and find it. So I go into structure, blocks, and then I am going to do a search on news, which my screen is cutting that off right now. Okay, so there's the block I created. We'll go into configure, and we're going to swap out this ID number with the one from this news feed, automated news feed. We'll just leave it at 5 for now. We'll leave everything the same. We're going to save this block. Now, if you want it to show immediately, there are a couple things you need to do. First, you need to run cron. What cron does is it will send out a script that will go and pull all those items from Mercury. Anytime you do a Mercury update, it is kind of recommended that you do this. So we're doing that. And the second thing you want to do once cron has ran successfully is flush the caches. So we're going to do that. Okay, all caches cleared. Now if we go to the main page, and we'll wait. Still waiting. Because we flushed caches now, it might take a little bit of time. Okay, that's good. And there we are showing stuff that has been propagated within the automated newsfeed. Now let's double check this. Returning to a new normal, Georgia Tech welcomes new mental health counselors, yada yada. Augustine, first in class. Yep. State of the college addresses. Okay. I am fairly confident it is properly pulling from this feed. Now, let's add a new item to this feed. Okay. So create news. And I did a, let's see, test news story. We'll skip the subtitle, summary sentence. All right, we'll just put that in there. We'll also do a little summary statement. All right, copy that, put it in there. We'll leave all this for the body. We'll do this paragraph and a couple sentences here. Here you can select categories of interest based on, if the story is relevant to any of these categories. If you want to do keywords, like just specific words in like the summary or in the body of the text, you can add those in there. If it's pertaining to any of the core research areas, you can select them here. You can put your email address here and other contact information in this box. If you have media, here's the thing. You first have to upload that media into HG by selecting this. And if you want, I can do a separate video on that. And then just remember the name of that media or keywords that were tagged in that media. And from here, you can just pull it up like Tech Tower. All right, and it brings up all this. It's a nice looking picture. We'll just use that. All right, and it shows up right there. This, by default, it's going to list this because this is the feed you're adding to. But if you want to add it to other people's feeds, if their permissions allow it, then you can select those as well by holding down the control key. But make sure this is always selected. All right, I'm not going to do other files inside. A lot of this really is self-explanatory. If you want to put other files, like if there's a PDF or a document you want to put up there or more pictures, you can use this. Now you can set it for draft, review, publish. We're just going to immediately publish this. Okay, and from here you can just go in and check everything you did. Now we have added that. It's an automated newsfeed, so it should automatically propagate to our feed here, but we still have to do a couple things such as run cron and flush all caches. Now we go to our main page, and because we ran cron and flushed caches, might take a little bit for it to come up. So we'll wait. Okay, good deal. And there's our test news story right there. And that's it. Um, if you want, I'll remove my post that since it was a test news story. I'm going to remove that, but I'm going to leave the feed up here, and you just let me know if you want to use it. If so, great, you can add to this feed. But yeah, for now, we are going to remove it. And I want to make sure, yep, it's been deleted. So now we can run cron. And flush all caches. And we'll wait. Still waiting. All right, now we'll go to the main page here and wait even more for that because we're using a fresh pull from the web server and it's gone. All right, so that's basically my tutorial on supplying the newsfeed unique identifier versus an actual feed identifier. I hope this helps. Please let me know what you think. Again, I'm going to leave this news feed in place unless you say otherwise. I'll leave it to you if you like to go ahead and create the calendar feed, the events feed. If you have any questions, run any problems, you just let me know. But for now, we're just going to leave this as is. I hope this helped. Just let me know if you have any questions or comments. Take care, have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.